Okay. So the simple y equal x, pretty much very simple linear function. So we got this. That means if you graph it, use a different color. Let's say red. This be the first point, and this be second point. This be a third point, right? And if you actually get all the points, and what you're going to see, you make a line out of it. All the points is on the straight line. Good.
Okay.
So now we have a three-way of describing a function. This is a algebraic form. Okay. And this is a lookup table form. Good.
Okay.
And then we have this a graphic form. Okay.
Okay.
So we can write it. We can list it out, and we can also graph it. So that's very simple example, linear function. Now, if we want to do something a little bit different, and we're going to have different lines, let's see, we are going to do, say, y. Let me choose different, still use, is y equals to 2x minus 1. Good.
Okay.
So therefore, when x is 0, then 2 times 0 is 0 minus 1. So this y here won't be 0 anymore. So the y here will be -1. When x is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, minus 1 is 1. Now when x is 2, that becomes 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. So we got different coordinate this time. So that would be -1, b1, and 3. So same thing, we're going to graph it. Of course, we have to, oh, wrong one. Sometimes it's kind of hard. Just touch that. Okay. We got, the first thing we got is 0, -1. So x is 0, y is -1. So it's here. And second one is 1, 1 will be here. Third one is 2, 3, 2 and 3. It's here. So if you graph the line, we got something like that. Good.
Okay.
And because this is a line, straight line, it's really come down to we just need 2 points, right? Mm-hmm. 2 points, you can draw a straight line. That's as 1 point, you really don't know. It could be like that, it could be like that. So, but 2 points, basically, we call it define a line. Once you have 2 points, only 1 line. So because it's a straight line, we just need 2 points. And so I'm going to give you a couple examples here. Yeah. You just need to write, I think you can graph it without problem. So you just need to write out the pairs, okay? Give different functions. Now, this is y equal 3x plus 2. Okay. So if x is 0, what is our y?
That's 2.
Yep, it's 2. X is 1.
3.
Well, 3 times 1, 3, but there's 2 here.
Okay.
So
That's 5.
5. Now what happened? X is 2.
Okay, so x is 2.
Right.
8.
Very good. It's 8. So that's what means a function is when you know x and you can find the y, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically this one tells you what to get y, okay? And there's another form of reprint the function is in a box. We got input, which is our x, and we got output, it's our y. It's kind of like a vending machine, you got input, output, and what's inside tells you the function. So that's another kind of form of describing a function. Okay, so once we have that, graphing become easy. 0 and 2, we got here, and 1, 5, 1, 5, and 2, 8. So we have to go up a little bit. So we got that. Oh, kind of exactly got it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to change that into a different form, and then we're going to see what's different about those, what's common and what's different between linear functions. I'm going to change that to different. Okay. So this one will be 3x, and this one will be -2. Okay. Now, when x is 0, what's our y?
-2.
Very good. When x is 1.
1.
X is 2.
Wow. Okay. I thought about that. Weird. 4. 4. Wait, yeah, 4.
Very good.
Brain just glitched out for a second. Oops.
Well, talking about glitch, my car actually had a glitch when we were in Texas. Now, because the car, they have a computer inside, especially the new cars. So sometimes you could have software glitch. So I couldn't start my car. And it's kind of weird. I mean, everything is wrong. It's like display and all system failed. But I know it's not the case. It's just the computer had a glitch, so I cannot drive my car. And what I did, now, if your phone had a glitch, what you do?
We'll try to restart it.
You do a reset, right? Restart, turn it off, turn it on. And that's exactly what I did. But it's hard to do that with a car. So basically you have to open the hook, and then you find the car battery. Then you have to take out one of the terminals. I mean, basically you have to unconnect a cable to your battery. So it kind of forces shutdown. And once I put back and screw them on, then the car is fine. So it's kind of, I never had that before, but it's just like now, because car becomes so, they have run by computers, that you have this kind of interesting software glitch. Okay, this is here. 1, 1 is here. 2, 4 is here. So we got line like that. Okay, I'm going to have last one, okay? Okay, this will become -2, and this will be, let's just do -2. No, here. Okay. Now, what is our, when x is 0, what's our y?
It would just be 0, right?
Right. Yep. When x is 1, what's our y? So it'd be -2 times 1, because x, the value of x now is 1.
So that would be 1?
Oh, no, -2 times 1 is -2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, what is x when x is 2? What's our y?
When you do a negative number times a whole number and they're
Right.
both the same, it would just be 0, right?
No. When you
Okay.
add them, it's 0, but multiply, just multiply. But negative, just and positive is negative, so it's -4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just multiply. 2 times 2 is 4, but it's negative times positive, and it's that. Okay, now I'm going to use different color this time. Okay, now I can use black. So 0, 0 is here. 1, -2. 1, -2 should be here. Then 2, -4 should be down here. So we got another line go like that. Now we have 3 functions. We have 3 lines. Now, what are in common here? And what are different?
Okay, well, 2 lines are going up, but 1 line is going down.
Okay, very good. So you see the difference is when this is called going down is called negative slope. Okay.
Okay.
Because you can see that as negative, that will call negative. The other two are just positive slope is going up. We always read from left. We do left to right. So going up is positive slope. So this is positive slope, and this is a positive slope. As a matter of fact, the slope here is 3. The slope here is 2. Good.
Okay.
Now we got negative here, which is we write m in use m to represent slope, to mean, or we use that to mean slope. So it's -2. Good. So we know they have different slopes, right? That's a difference. Good.
Okay.
Well, I said difference. Different slopes. And we also see what's common, that they are all lines, straight lines, right? Good.
Okay.
And another thing common is that they always have, they're going to cross the XY axis, right?
Mhm.
No matter what, they're going to cross that. But the difference is that where they crossed is different, right?
Yep.
So for the red line, the cross point on Y, this is on Y axis. So this is called, this cross point is 2. And for black is right in the 0, at 0. And for the green, it's at -2. Good.
Okay.
So those points are called, are called y-intercept point. Good.
Okay.
So we have a name for it. Basically, is the line and intercept the y-axis. Then we also see that they also cross the x-axis. This is our x, this is our y. So y is here, right? And this one is also here. But the green is right here. Good.
Okay.
So those are called x-intercept point. Good.
Okay.
So you can see that their y-intercept point is different. For the red line is at 0, 2. For the green line is at 0, -2, right?
Okay.
And for the black line, which is 0, 0. Okay.
Okay.
And notice that the x coordinate is 0 because that's what it is on y-axis. So any point on the y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. And you can expect for the y-intercept is the other way around. The y-intercept, x-intercept, one is at -1, 0 is this point. And second one, the green, we're not quite sure yet, but it's here, some close to 1. Okay, so something close to 1. Let's say we just, for the sake of argument, we just put 1 here. The y is always 0. And of course, last one, it's 0, 0. Good?
Okay.
So we have, so in order to know the properties of the linear function, we just know the slope and we know x, y intercept points. Good? So that kind of tell us what kind of line it is. Once we know the slope, we know the y-intercept, we know the x-intercept, we pretty much know how to graph, how to graph this linear functions. Good?
Yep.
So basically, can just recap for the linear functions, what's important about it or what's their properties is, first of all, their slope. Then it's their x-intercept. So where they intercept the x-axis, and then y-intercept. Good.
Okay.
So that's pretty much kind of like our introduction to linear functions. And next time we'll learn how to find those x, y intercepts. Good?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
I actually have one. Earlier, you said that M stands for slope, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why is it M instead of like S or something like that?
I don't know. Actually, that's good. That's the convention. I actually never asked that. So well, I guess we'll find out. Nowadays, we can just Google it.
Yeah.
There must be a good reason for that. Good?
Okay.
All right. Any other question?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. So I'll see you next week.
Okay. Good class.
Bye.
Bye.